Number three, either for space exploration. There are some of the state of the art machine give astronauts to chance to explore space. And the last one, comes like agriculture. Farmer nowadays, maybe they feel easier, and free when farming has been performing by machine the beginning of time. These are my idea about the robots, about the use of the robots in modern life.
Yeah, there's some really good ideas, definitely. I didn't even realize that people use robots in the military service, so you taught me something new now. Well done. Welcome to the class today. And then finally, Min, are you there? Min, are you there? Okay, Min, do you let me know if there's something wrong with your microphone in the chat box? Otherwise, I'll just continue until we hear from you, okay? So we're going to get started anyway, Trey, Anya, and Din. Min, I cannot hear you. So can you try and speak now? Yes, try and refresh your page. That will be better. Okay, so we'll continue, and then hopefully once Min has refreshed, she'll be able to join us. So I'd like you to answer this following question. So have a look at this quote. The science of today is the technology of tomorrow. What does this quote mean? So Trey, what does this quote mean to you, do you think, in your opinion?
I don't understand much. I think when we research some things, and we research today, and we discover, and we make some technology invention. We make some technology invention, and we will apply in the near future. For example, Apple company, or some other technology company. They make they make and research some inventions, and after that apply and to make new application and applies in our life.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. And I like the way that you said that it's almost like research to make to apply. So you've got it in like almost like a flow chart. Yeah, really, really good answer. Thank you, Trey. Okay, and now what do you think?
Vâng, cô ơi, con có điện thoại tí, con gọi lại nhé.
Yeah.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So have you been able to have a look at the quote you can see on the page? So the science of today is the technology of tomorrow. What do you think about this?
The science today is the technology of tomorrow. I think the meaning of this quarter refer to the important science and technology. Development at any stage is always linked with the technology, and technology just happens when there's advance in science. Therefore, science, technology, and development all promotion to each other.
Yeah, so technology occurs with the advance of science.
And science. background in science. So science, technology,
Yeah.
and development on promotion to each other. Moderni- Modernizations is most typical example of the implementation science and technology in every nation. If there is no science, the life is having modern equipment. On sectors in medicine, infrastructure, aviation, electricity, information technology, or any other field. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, really, really good ideas now. Brilliant, thank you. And now we have Min back. So, oh, Min's gone again. Okay, so wait for Min again. Okay, well, we'll move on to the vocabulary, and then when Min comes back, we'll ask for their opinion. Hold on, it looks like Min is back, so we'll just wait 2 minutes. Okay, so let's see. Min, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yeah.
now. Lovely. So,
Yeah, thank you so much.
would you like to introduce yourself to the others in the class, first of all, before we begin?
Yeah. Okay. My name is Ming. I'm living and working in Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah, I'm 40 years old. Yeah, nice to meet all of you. So topic seems a little bit difficult for me because I'm not so, how to say, adapt with the new.
Oh, like with new, I guess, with science and technology. But that's okay, because you can, maybe if you have a look at the quote. Okay, hold on, Min. I think there must be something wrong with your connection. Let's try again.
Sorry, I don't know why.
It's
I
okay.
don't know why yeah. Okay, so regarding about this quote, the science of today is a technology of tomorrow. In my opinion, it means that the science seems very theory in theory, but we need it for the preparation step for the tomorrow because it will be translate. It should be translated from the theory to the daily practice. And
Sorry, what word are you trying to say? The prepare. The prepare. What do you mean by that? Can you type down? She's gone again. Min's gone again. I think there might be something wrong with Min's connection. Okay, so back to Min when she comes back, when she's got a more stable connection. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is listen and repeat the vocabulary. So artificial, productive, versatile, malfunction, accurately, complicated. Okay, so I would like Tway to repeat those first.
Artificial, productive, versatile, right?
Versatile, versatile.
Versatile,
That's it. Perfect.
versatile, malfunction, accurately, complicated.
Lovely.
Teacher,
Well done. Yeah.
Teacher, can you pronounce again the number 3 and number 4 and number 5?
Yeah, of course. Number 3, a versatile. Number 4, malfunction. Number 5, accurately. Would you like to repeat them, Bay?
Yes, versatile, malfunction, accurately.
Yeah, see, you got it and you pronounced them really well. It was just versatile, but you were able to correct yourself. So well done, Trey. Okay, and Nya, if you'd like to go next.
Yes. Artificial, productive, versatile, malfunctioned, accurately, complicated. Uh,
Okay, so what I'd like you to do now, Nya, is I'd like you to repeat them after me. So versatile,
Versatile,
much better. Malfunction,
function, malfunction,
malfunction.
malfunction,
Well done. Accurately,
accurately,
accurately.
accurately.
Lovely, well done. Okay, now Nya, I'd like a word, and I want you to define that word for me, please.
Mm, Number one, artificial. It means that something made the people. It is nature. For example, artificial silk is cheaper than natural silk.
Yeah, okay. Could you say that sentence again for me, please?
Yes. Artificial silk is much cheaper than natural silk.
Yeah, lovely. So artificial silk is much cheaper than natural silk, or real silk, you could say.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, yeah, lovely. Yeah, well done. Okay, and Tway, if you'd like to choose the next word, please, to define.
Yes, teacher. I define the word complicated. Complicated means not something not simple and having many different aspects.
Having many different
Aspects. Aspects.
aspects.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and having many different aspects. Yeah, brilliant. Yep, definitely. And could you make a sentence using that word, please?
Yes, teacher. Technology field is so complicated to me.
Yeah, technology is too complicated. You could say technology of today is too complicated for me. Yeah, well done, Trey. I also find it complicated too. Okay, and now if you'd like to go for the next one, please. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just a little technical problem. Okay. So let's see now if Nya can hear. So Nya,
Yeah, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
lovely. I think that was a technical problem on my side, so don't worry about that. So could you choose the next word, please?
Define the words, teacher.
Yeah, so pick a word you want to define and then
Uh,
define it.
Make one number 2 productive. It means that it's having the power of producing. For example, you can become more productive and profitable if you use robots in a factory.
Very good. You can become more productive if you are a robot.
More productive and profitable if you use robots in a factory. Yes.
Yeah, well done. Thank you, Nya, and thanks for making a sentence as well. Very well done. Okay, and Trey, if you'd like to go next.
Yes, teacher. I define number 3. Versatile. Versatile means being flexible, dynamic.
Yeah. So versatile means being flexible, dynamic. Yeah, definitely. And could you make a sentence using that word?
Yes, teacher. Robots cannot be versatile like humans.
Okay, so what you could say is robots cannot be as versatile as humans. Yeah, so it's like a comparison. Well done, Trey. Okay, and now if you'd like to go for the next one of your choice.
Number 4, malfunction. It means that a failure to function normally. For example, the hardware malfunction is resolved.
Could you just repeat the example?
Another example.
Or could you just repeat the last one? I didn't quite catch that. The
hardware malfunction is resolved.
Yeah, what you could say is the hardware had a malfunction. So you would talk about the hardware that would actually have the malfunction itself. Oh, okay.
Resolved.
Which was resolved.
Resolved.
Okay. So the hardware malfunction was resolved.
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 That's better. Thank you. Now, well done. Okay, and Trey, if you'd like to go next.
This teacher, I define last one. Accurately means exactly.
Yes. So it means exactly, to the point. Yeah. Lovely. Okay. Yes. And could you make a sentence with that word, please?
Yes, teacher. The technology workers need to do accurately in every details.
Yeah, needs to be accurate. You could say the technology needs to be accurate in every little detail.
Yes.
Yeah. So you wouldn't say accurately, but you would say accurate. So it needs to be accurate.
As teacher, I say the technology workers need to do. You can a little bit needs to be accurate.
Oh, okay. The technology workers
Need to do accurately. In very little details.
Okay, so what you'd say is the technology workers need to work accurately.
Yes, teacher. Okay.
The small attention to detail. Yeah, so you can use it that way as well. And yeah, that's you're right there. Yeah, well done. Well done, Trey and Nya, for defining the words and making sentences with them. So now we're going to use the idioms or the phrasal verbs and collocations. So the first collocation is to conduct an experiment. So to conduct an experiment means to organize or to do a particular experiment. So for example, scientists have conducted an experiment in robotics. And then we have a phrasal verb. Okay, and the phrasal verb for today is to carry out. Okay, to carry out. And the example is a survey is now being carried out nationwide. So to carry out means to do and complete a task. So here you can either have to conduct an experiment or to carry out. But I'd like you to make a sentence using the given phrasal verb or collocation. So Trey, would you like to go first?
Yes, teacher. Robots can carry out many complicated and difficult missions.
Lovely, well done. Robots can carry out many complicated and difficult missions. Good work, Trey. Okay, and Nya, are you there?
Yes. The student who at the chemistry school have to conduct many experiments.
Okay, could you repeat that? The
student who are at chemistry school have to conduct many experiments.
Yeah? Okay, so the students who are at the community school have to conduct many experiments. Well done. Yeah, good use of that. Okay, so now I'm going to ask Trey, I'd like you to use the same one. So I'd like you to use the phrasal verb this time. Oh, sorry, the collocation this time.
Yes, teacher. Scientists have just conducted an experiment on wild mouse before applying on humans.
Okay, so scientists have conducted an experiment on the mouse instead of humans?
Yes.
Yeah, well done. Okay, thank you, Trey. Okay, and Nya, I'd like you to use the phrasal verb carry out, please.
Carry out. For example, the scientists must carry out an experiment to deal with the malfunction at the moment.
Yes, so the scientists must carry out an experiment to deal with the malfunctions. Maybe you could say that are occurring at the moment.
Yes.
So that's the same as happening, but just a different way to say it. Yeah, well done, yeah. Okay, good job, girls. Well done. So now we're going to have a look at the essential structure. So we have the structure today, which is some of, many of, or much of, plus the, this, that, my, plus the noun. Okay, so for example, robots can help us do some of our complicated tasks. Okay, So I'd like you to make a sentence using this structure. So some of, many of, much of. So Tway, if you'd like to go first, please.
Yes, teacher. Can you wait me some seconds?
Yeah, I'll let while you're thinking, I'll just test Min's microphone. Min, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think I can hear you fine. You just keep dropping out in and out of the classroom. So we
Yeah,
just
I don't know
have you been
why.
able to see what we've been talking about?
Not yet. It's not how to say it interrupted.
Okay. So we're just onto the grammar structure at the moment, and we're talking about the structure, some of, many of, much of, plus that, this, that, my. So, for example, robots can help us do some of our complicated tasks. So I'll let you have a little think about that structure, and then I'm going to ask Nya to make a sentence, and then I'll come back to you afterwards, okay? So Nya, if you'd like to make a sentence first.
Yes. We have many of the degree of comparison in English.
We have many of the degree. We have many
Many of degrees of comparison in English.
Would you mind writing that sentence down for me?
What, teacher?
Could you type it in the chat box for me? I can't quite hear your pronunciation.
Can you repeat again, please?
Yeah, so can you type your sentence in the chat box?
Yes. We have many of degree of the comparison. Comparisons. Okay.
Okay, let's have a look. We have many of degree of the compares. Okay, comparisons. Oh, okay, okay. We have many degrees of the comparisons. So we have many degrees
of the comparisons.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that does make sense. That's a bit of a tricky sentence, but yeah, that does make sense. We have many degrees of the comparisons. Okay. So well done, yeah. Think of another one as well. I'm going to come back to you and ask you for another one in a minute. So Tway, have you had a little think now?
Yes, teacher. Many of our scientific research have been conducted in the library.
Yeah, okay. So many of our scientists have conducted their experiments.
Yes, experiments also.
Oh, okay. So what you would say is many of our science experiments have been conducted in the library, because you wouldn't say many of our scientists have, because that would mean that you were doing an experiment on them. So you see how I've written it in the chat box? That's how you would word that one.
Teacher, so I make many of our scientific research have been conducted in the library. That is okay, I know, teacher.
Okay, so many of our
scientific.
Scientific. Okay, scientific resources. Yeah.
Research.
many of our scientific resources, you wouldn't, oh, I don't think you say have been conducted, because conducted means like that they have been carried out. So maybe you would say have been sitting in the library. You wouldn't so much say conducted in the library, because they're more likely to have been conducted in the lab, the actual science experiments, and then the resource would be in the library. If that makes sense. Okay, well, lovely, well done. Okay, so it's a bit of a tricky essential structure today. Researchers. Okay, I see. So many of our scientific researches have been conducted in the library. Again, still, they wouldn't have been conducted in the library, but they may be in the library for you to read, because most scientific researches would be done in a lab. Okay, so in maybe a science lab or somewhere where they have the equipment, whereas a library is just where it would sit. Okay, so where you would go and find it to read it. Okay, but anyway, we're going to move on to some role play now. So this will be between Tway and Nya, because Min's microphone's not on. So let's have Tway. You can be role 1. You are the manager at a factory. You want to install robots in the factory, and you believe that they can replace humans. Try to convince your employee that they are right. Okay, and Nya, you will be role 2. You are an employee in a factory. You don't want to install robots in the factory. Try to convince your manager that you are right. Okay, so Tway and Nya, off you go.
Hello, Nga.
Hello.
Nga, as you know, our machines are very old, and our workers don't work effectively. So I want to import and check some robots to replace some workers, to be products for our production, and we can make a lot of products, and maybe the technology details will be better. So what do you think about my ideas?
In my opinion, besides many advantages installing robot in the factory, I think you should care of some another disadvantages of robots. You know, there are thousands of workers in factory. If you use if you store robots in factory, it's not you have to reduce the amount of labors in the factory. So leading to the workers out of work, and they have unemployment. Some other workers still work here. Maybe they are very lazy, and sometimes they ignore the work because if they think have a robot assist them in the work. Yes, that's my idea. And what about you? Do you think about the robot industry with a great program I have just given?
Yes, I know your worry, but I know our workers already have worked for us for a long time, so I don't want to leave them to leave the company. But we are business company. We are not charity. So if you still continue to leave them to stay in our company, maybe in the future our company will be bankrupt. I plan to give them some money when let them to leave our company. I mean, we will support some money for them to find a new job. And if we can train some robots to insist to replace many workers, our business will grow up, and our future will be very bright. I think at that time maybe our company will be expand more and more. I think so.
Yeah, I agree with you about the reserving for the worker that you pay some money to find another work. But I think it is difficult for the worker that maybe acquire fry. But another problem with the robot. However, it's important to note that while robots have advanced manufacturing, it has also brought up some problems. Using robots, have not maybe they make up the number of the product, but I am not sure about the quality. Because robots have not been found to be a problem-free solution for manufacturing. One of the main drawbacks that have been found is that many manufacturers report that the quality of robotic products is not high as those made by their human employees. So this lower quality of robotically made product is often harder to sell. Yeah. What do you think about these programs?
Yes.
Yes. But really well done. Some really, really good points and some really good conversation. I really enjoyed that. As you can see, I was writing that down as you were speaking. But we'll have to. So I want to go over your assessment. But well done, especially what you said about we are a business, not a charity.
Even though in a modern life there are many robots products made of robots that almost customer don't like it. They to find the handmade or product made employees made human.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, exactly. It's true, and it's a very interesting topic today. Especially like what you were saying about making the drawbacks of having robots as well as the advantages, which one outweighs which. Okay, lovely guys, well done. Well, let's have a look at your assessments today. So, okay, Nya, I'd like to go first with you. So if you could repeat after me, just so I can check your pronunciation on these words. Artificial.
Artificial.
Yep, artificial.
Artificial.
That's it, a bit more confident. Versatile.
Versatile.
Yep. Malfunction.
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 Yeah, much better. Well done. And yeah, you defined 3 words and made some simple sentences with the correct grammar, with the correct vocabulary words, so 8 out of 10. Today's grammar structure is quite complicated, but you were able to make a sentence with the correct structure. So 8 out of 10 again. So well done, yeah. Okay, and Tway, we had research.
Research.
So just be careful with that. It's re and then search. So research.
Research.
Much better. And you've got the ch sound at the end. So what the ch, the ch. So research. Okay, and then we've got versatile.
Versatile.
Yeah, perfect. I thought that you would have that one by the end. It seems tricky, but actually it's like almost like two separate words there. Versatile, so two-syllable word. So with your vocabulary, again, you defined 3 words and made simple sentences, so 8 out of 10. And again, 8 out of 10 for your grammar. I really enjoyed your conversation as well, and I thought your pronunciation was really good, ladies. So well done, and some really good points. So thank you very much. Today we looked at vocabulary related to robots, and we had a look at to conduct an experiment and to carry out. Had a look at that awkward grammar structure, some of, many of, much of. And we had a conversation about whether robots will replace humans, maybe one day. So can you remember to do your homework, which is available in the downloadable outline on the website? And here you can find your mission and your recommendations. So thank you very much, and thank you very much, Jin, for listening.
Thank
I hope you have a lovely day.
Thank you,
today.
teacher. Have a nice day, and I hope see you again because I feel interesting with your lessons.
Ah, thank you very much, Na. Yeah, it's really nice to have you as a student as well. So
I have a question. I have a question for you. What time do you often have a lecture on live? Because I would like to take that in your lesson.
So my lessons vary. I have lessons in the morning, normally between 10 and 1, and then I also have them in the evening, normally between, say, 5 and 9 p.m.
9 p.m. 9 p.m. and between 10. Yeah, yes.
So sort of from 10 o'clock in the morning, and then between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m.
5 p.m. and 9 p.m. Yes, at this time tomorrow, do you have a lesson?
I can tell you now. Let me have a look. I think I have very. Let me have a little look. And tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I have lessons at 4 and 5 and 7 and 8. 4, 5, 7, and 8.
Okay, thank you, my teacher. I hope you next lesson. Yes, it's very interesting, and I feel careful in make me my mistake. Yeah. Goodbye. Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Bye. Have a nice day. See you.
Yes, teacher.
Are you here?
Yes, I am here.
Do
you want to practice?
Okay. Where you from?
I live in Ho Chi Minh City now, and I come from Quảng Ngãi province.
Yes, I am living in Hanoi City. How many lessons can you take part in the week?
Yes, I often try to take part in every day.